You mentioned DDP. If his next fight is Khamzat Chimaev, who do you think wins that?
I think DDP's big and strong and scary-ish. Like, he's a good guy, but like when he's in that ring, he's really powerful. Chimaev lets us think he's not as smart as he is. He has game plans. Chimaev's been a terror in the UFC. He's really taken a lot of it over, and we're all excited to see him compete. DDP's been really humble, but very, very courageous, very strong. I think DDP wins if they fight, which it's hard to say they even will fight. I don't see Khamzat Chimaev taking a fight that he doesn't see himself having the ability to win. I see that him and his team will pick their fights very carefully.
A few moments later.
I actually really like Dricus right now, the way he's looking. Like I said in the Schmo interview, he doesn't really stay on the center line. His striking and the stance switch really supports him in the rest of the takedown defense. Because as long as you don't sit right in front of a guy consistently, it's hard to get a hold of the legs and shoot on you. So he's also very big and strong. So I think he can challenge the strength of Chimaev in the first 2 rounds, which a lot of people haven't been able to rival. Just the strength alone has been too much, and I think Dricus is sturdy enough and big enough he can challenge it. But I will say I think it might be the toughest fight of his career so far.
I don't favor none of them. I don't favor anybody. You know, I've come to the conclusion that I just can't not pick fights. You know what I mean? It's just not. It's nothing. Something that I never liked doing, but especially after the Adesanya fight, because I was pretty confident that Adesanya was going to be able to do what he was doing in the first round and win the fight. But he was doing what I thought he was going to be able to do, and still lost the fight. So yeah, both of those guys have tools, and I'm sure they're going to both employ their tools to the best of their ability. The question is going to see who's going to be the one to prevail. I don't know, but I'm excited to see.
I probably favor DDP in that one, just for the simple fact of I've doubted this dude so many times now, and he's shut me up bad every time. So, and I've come to understand like how his posture kind of works, which it may look like he's like fatiguing or he's like slowing down, but he's really not. You know, I think he's got the better cardio, and I believe he could be his physical strength, I believe, can pose a problem for anybody in that division. And we've seen Khamzat fade. We've seen Khamzat fade over the course of rounds before. And I just believe Dricus has a really, really awkward way of throwing strikes that's not easy to time and get a read on. So I believe he will land. And when he lands, it's obviously has devastating effect. So I probably lean more towards DDP, but you can't kind of count a guy like Khamzat out. I believe he's one of the best natural pure grapplers in the sport, and he does have an ability to throw some hands too, so it's interesting.
Did you see DDP and Khamzat got announced?
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
be
August 16th, on my birthday.
No, let's go.
3/19.
Let's go, dog.
Yeah.
Where's that going to be at?
Chicago.
Oh, no shit. They're letting the fucking terrorists in.
Do you think, he beats DDP, or do you think DDP retains?
You know what's hard? So those little Chechen fucks, I don't want to say Chechen, he's not Chechen, he's Swedish, but those little Chechen whore, like, dude, they can grapple. And like someone like me, who I've been training with these fuckers for years, I usually could counter wrestle and grapple them. So I just don't know if fucking Dricus can be able to counter wrestle him.
Yeah.
But if he can, I think he wins all hands down, you know. I sparred the fucking Chechen whore, like hands down, I think Dricus wins. But it's just going to come down to like, are you going to be able to like stop that counter? Are you going to be able to counter wrestle? And like you can, it's not hard. You just got to like, it's not hard. Yeah. But, I've been training these little fucking, these little terrorists for forever. So it's like, I just got to know how to do it.
On August 16th, which is on my birthday, so it's the best gift ever. Khamzat Chimaev will be fighting Dricus Du Plessis in Chicago. They return to Chicago, UFC 319. What do you make of that? I know I'm super stoked.
I know. I love that you're breaking news to me right here and you get to see my reaction live. Oh, man, that's awesome. Look, that will answer a lot of questions because just like Jack Malagadella Elena, Du Plessis really improved in his last fight quickly. I like this new trend of fighters like completely focusing on skills and like updating their software on the way to the next fight. You know, that everybody tries to talk about fights like, oh, you learn when you don't have a fight signed. I don't think so. I think these guys are committed to learning a new skill and they have a deadline. So they have to figure it out by that day. And we saw with Jack, man, he showed up against Bilal Muhammad where his counter wrestling was there when he needed it. His footwork and jabs and straights were everywhere. And he kept into kickboxing range while Bilal Muhammad was like in boxing range. And then by the time he went to wrestle, it was over with. Like, nope, Jack had already outgassed him, and that's how it goes. I see something similar with Du Plessis and the champ.
Du Plessis, the champ,
Yes.
versus Khamzat.
Yeah, Khamzat. This kind of thing is, all right, so now do you counter wrestle? Do you find your striking exchanges working when you push the guy backwards? And can you do that without overshooting and getting taken down? Do you want to get taken down and make a scramble and this? No, probably not. Du Plessis has work cut out for him. Like, he has to kind of figure this enigma out of a dude who can kickbox pretty good with this European style kickboxing and also really high level grappling. I don't know. I think it'll come down to who's in the best shape, who's the best conditioned. That's really the end of that. Happy birthday, August 16th. We're going to see that one.
Do you lean a little more towards one or the other right now?
Yeah, Chimaev, you know, because he has like this special ingrained, and I say this because you start the kids young and they just get a little extra something, you know, there's a little bit of extra feel. There's another 10,000 hours put on top of their athleticism because they've been doing this for so long, grappling especially. And Du Plessis is an excellent grappler, but what it comes down to is being able to relax during those grappling exchanges and not use that much energy. His body is big, but he's like a bigger human being, not necessarily just a big muscle-bound guy like Du Plessis. Like Du Plessis has the frame of a lighter man, but has put on muscle to compete at the higher weight class. Chimaev might have an edge, might be an upset there.